Welcome back. And on a Friday, I'm always really excited to find out what's happening in the kitchen because it gives me a little insight into what's going to be happening in my kitchen at home on the weekend. A big shout out to Chef Nsysplash for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And a big shout out to our friends at Maggie for joining us on the kitchen segment this morning as well. All right, so what are we making?
We're making classic tomato plantain.
Classic tomato plantain.
Yeah.
Okay, so from the name, I know there's plantain, I know there's tomato, but the classic part, what is classic about this meal?
Okay, the way the dish will come out is going to be classic.
Okay, yeah. All right, fantastic. So where do we begin? Of course, with the ingredients.
Okay.
Let's talk about them.
Okay, we'll season the meat first.
Okay. What sort of beef is this? Meat is this, rather?
Just normal beef.
Just, is it a special part? Is it like a lap or a rump or it looks like a steak?
Yeah,
it's
it looks like a steak kind of. Yeah.
All right. So are we dicing this?
Yes, we're chopping it.
Okay.
And we season it.
Okay.
And we start the preparation.
All right, beautiful. I can see some colorful veggies here. Let's touch on those. Green, yellow, and red peppers.
Red peppers.
And you have your onions.
Yeah. Garlic. Okay. Yellow pepper. I like using it. It has this unique flavor.
Okay. All right. Then, of course, the tomato paste.
Yeah.
Why not use fresh tomato? Why the paste?
The paste goes well with this. Okay. It's a different recipe I developed. It's just unique on its own way.
All right. Beautiful. Yeah. So where do we start when prepping for this?
Start from the beef.
All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Okay. I know we have a chopping board here. Now let's give everyone the ingredients. If you might have some of these at home already, you need salt, beef, garlic, onions, plantain, seasoning, beef stock, the bell peppers, fresh pepper, tomato paste, and some vegetable oil. And of course, we'll be using our special Maggi seasoning cubes as well. So we have, ready to start with the beef?
I'll start with this first.
All right, go ahead. Please go ahead. Let me move this out of the way for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. Now, I'm a big fan of beef, but most of the time, it ends up being frozen. When you clean it and you freeze. This is at room temperature.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's freshly bought. It doesn't look like it's been frozen at all.
No. Yes, right? I didn't put it in the freezer. It was in the fridge just to make it better.
What do you look out for when you select your beef? Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, I don't like the one that has more fats in it because I try to reduce cholesterol intake. Okay. So this one has less fat on it. Okay. Though it's still red meat now. So.
What's going to be happening to this beef after we dice it?
Okay, after seasoning, I'm going to fry it a little.
Okay.
Then we use it to serve the dish.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's, beef, especially since beef is quite expensive in the market now. What alternatives would you advise? If, for instance, I didn't want to use beef, could I use something else?
Can use gizzard.
Gizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So what we're making is we're making special tomato.
Classic.
Classic, not special. Classic tomato plantain.
Yeah.
All right. I'm loving it. Let's go over the ingredients one more time. Yeah, that's them on the screen. Most people have all these at home already. You might have some left over from that jollof rice that you plan to make this weekend. You could add this to your breakfast menu for the weekend. Just bring out your classic tomato plantain ingredients and get to work. We would love to see what you can come up with. A big shout out to our friends at Maggi Cube for joining us on this as well. All right.
So you're going to add Maggi to season it.
Okay.
I like Maggi products.
Okay. All right.
All right, so we season it.
Directly onto the beef?
Yeah, directly.
Okay, great, fantastic.
This much.
Okay.
So
go ahead. Now what we adding?
Adding salt
Salt.
and a little pepper. Yeah.
So dried pepper directly.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Interesting. All right. So the beef is seasoned. So what do we do now?
So I'm going to add little oil to it.
To the beef?
Yeah.
Really?
So that the ingredients can penetrate inside.
Okay. Fabulous.
It helps in marinating.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the one I remember learning as a child is just throw the beef in the pot, put all the spices inside the water, add the onion.
I need to add garlic too.
Aha!
Yeah.
I was waiting for that. So I'm a big fan of garlic.
Okay.
Especially this type of garlic.
That's right.
And whenever garlic is added to the meal, it just brings out this amazing aroma.
Very well, right.
How much of the garlic are we using now?
Just little.
Okay. Are we chopping, dicing?
Yeah, I'm chopping it.
All right. What do you want to do?
Water.
Okay. All right. So while we get chopping the garlic, any other thing we need to cut?
Onions.
All right. Let's go for the onions now. Let's go for it. All right. Let's go for that. Now, I've also noted that, there are different ways that we could add onions and garlic. You could add it from the very beginning, or you could add it a little later on. So we're adding this from the beginning. But as you can see, we're waiting for those spices to get into that beef. And while we're doing that, we're going to be going for a quick performance right here on Wake Up Nigeria. You're in the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen with Chef Nsysplash and T-I-T-I. We're making something tasty in the kitchen. A big shout out to our friends at Maggie Cube. And yeah, they're joining us today. What we're making is called?
Classic tomato plantain.
Classic tomato plantain.
Yeah.
Well, our ingredients, we gave them to you earlier, but a few of them are still on display. The beef has been nicely seasoned, steamed, and fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody likes fried meat. But look at the ingredients right there. That's garlic, onion, plantain, seasoning, beef stock, bell peppers, fresh pepper, tomato paste, and vegetable oil. Now, those yellow peppers, is it not Cameroon pepper? What do they call it? Alligator pepper? What do they call it?
Just call
Yellow pepper.
Yeah, yellow pepper.
Hot yellow pepper. Those peppers, they've gone into the pot right now with the plantain, right?
Yeah.
We've also got some onion in there.
Yeah, and we use the beef stock to prepare it.
The beef stock?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's beef stock, plantain, onions,
Season,
yellow peppers,
yeah,
and Maggi cubes.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. So is there any salt in there?
Yeah, little salt.
A little bit of salt?
Yeah.
Any dry pepper in there?
No, the one we use for the stock.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So what are we waiting for with regards to the plantain? What do you want to see before we move on to the next step?
Okay, I want it to get cooked a little.
Okay.
Before we make a sauce with the paste, add it to it, and add everything and serve it.
So the sauce you're making is a combination of?
Just the tomato paste with a little onions and the Maggi cubes.
Okay.
Then we're done.
And then, of course, the beef.
Yes, we are not going to add the beef.
Really?
Yeah.
We're not? Okay, so this is a one-pot dish?
Yes.
All in one pot?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So how close are we going to get to a porridge situation?
We are almost there.
Almost there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's
thick already.
It's getting there. It's getting there. The plantain is ripe plantain, not unripe.
Yeah, it's either ripe or semi-ripe. Goes with it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see, we're getting close to the finish line. We're going to be taking a quick break right now, but we will be back. Wake Up Nigeria continues after this. Tomato plantain,
yes.
Classic tomato plantain, and it has been put together with love. It's been put together with love and affection.
And beautiful colors.
Chef
Because of the onion,
outdone herself
the
today.
pepper.
If, for instance,
And of
you
course the
tried this at
beef.
home, we want it to look exactly like this.
Kebab.
Make sure you send in your videos. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC so we can see it. A big shout out to our friends at Maggie Q for joining us this morning in
Is
the
there
Wake Up
Maggie
Nigeria.
in this team?
Of course
Yes,
there is.
of course there is.
Made around Maggie.
All right,
Oh.
Mike.
Oh.
I never thought I would be serving
Please,
Mike
please, please, Mazino.
Mike cannot be eating and I'm not eating. This is
Mazino,
so
hey.
Mike.
The
yeah.
fork is on the right hand, yeah?
Sorry?
The fork is on the
It,
left
it
hand.
depends. It depends.
Okay.
It depends.
Well, it does not depend.
It depends.
It could be left
So there's
hand.
Maggie inside this.
What?
Let's start with
It's
this one
the
first.
plantain now.
Ah.
A big shout out to our friends at Maggie
Yes.
for joining us this morning. We appreciate you. And hey, honestly,
Hey, don't talk.
okay.
Mike, you do this all the time. You have to taste.
Wow.
Hey.
Volume, please.
Oh, man, you will choke.
I will not choke.
Amazing stuff. A big shout out to everyone who was a part of the show throughout the week. People, we've had a very fun-filled week. We have another great week coming up next week.
You don't ask
And
me,
on
Michael.
Monday,
We don't care.
it's
Maggie.
Valentine's Day.
It's
baby.
great.
Hold on.
Monday is Valentine's Day.
Yes,
Hold
it
on.
is.
I
So make sure you
want to
spread
give you
love all the
Okay.
time.
What?
They say the cow that trek the most
From Ikorodu?
from the north is the one that sweet the most. Now this cow, it trek from Koduna, it trek from Zamfara, so when I enter part 3 Koduna, so it's very sweet. It's one cow. Remember, this
All
part
right,
Koduna.
then. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Happy Valentine's Day.